afternoon. This is Derek Chamblee, broadcasting from Chamblee, Atlanta, the next great American city, Battleground Zero, the epicenter of the 2017 civil defense of the United States of America. Beautiful day, cloudless day in Chamblee, Atlanta. It's winding up on 12:30 in the afternoon. It's Friday, September 8th, 2017. Of course, we're following the tracking path of this monster hurricane, Irma, and still out of the hurricane center. The tracks have been adjusted westward, changing westward, with now the possibility it could come up the west coast of Florida and really endanger the entire Tampa Bay region. We covered that before. Now, articles and reports are coming out of, for instance, the Orlando area, that the traffic is clogged up the roads. There's virtually it's not moving. There's virtually no escape right now from Orlando. But we want to touch on what we broadcast before. The entire peninsula of the state of Florida must be evacuated to above the 28th parallel, which cuts horizontally across the state just above Orlando. And what all the tracks so far agree on in the last several days, what all the tracks so far agree on, is sometime on Sunday, this and it's decreased to a Category 4, upper limits of a Category 4, however, and what we're looking for is it's going to re-strengthen to a Category 5, possibly upper limits of a Category 5, as it makes its turn. It's not going to turn on a dime, but one thing's for sure, when it's parked just offshore of the tip of the peninsula of Florida, just off of South Florida and Miami Metro, that sometime in the night, Saturday night, early Sunday morning, the cell phone towers are going to go down. The cell phone towers are going to go down. You're going to lose cell phone service. You're going to lose cell phone service starting with the tip of the Florida Peninsula sometime in the night, Saturday night, in the next 36 hours, and the cell phone towers are going to begin to go down all the way to the Orlando metro area and even the Tampa Bay region, and across to the Atlantic below the 28th parallel. You will not have use of a cell phone. Now, if you're packed up going on the road, if you're going to leave the Orlando area or the Tampa Bay region, you still have an opportunity to get on the road. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. This traffic has got to keep moving. It's got to keep moving so that you're outrunning the outer stretches, the outer bands of this storm, and what most of the models agree is it's going to send tropical storm strength, which is 39 miles an hour to 74 miles an hour. Tropical storm strength, and that includes gusts. That includes gusts that sometimes are Category 1 hurricane strength. In the outer bands, it's going to send tropical storm strength in the outer bands sometime reaching the Orlando metro and the Tampa Bay region below the 28th parallel right there sometime Saturday night. By Saturday night, sometime in the early morning hours of Sunday, your cell phone service is going to go out. So if you're going to get on the road, get on the road now. Leave now. And if you can purchase backup batteries for your cell phone and charge them up, so you have backup batteries for your cell phone, because the power grids, the electricity is going to start to go out from the tip of the peninsula to just below the 28th parallel, starting with cell phone towers, and electricity is going to go out. So if you can get on the road and outrun the outer bands of this, which are going to be tropical storm strength by Sunday morning, early hours, late Saturday night, go now, and get above the 28th parallel. If you're in the Tampa Bay region, Go up the West Coast. Go up the West Coast if you can. On Highway 19, State Road 19, it's going to be difficult. If you can get over the bridges, angle, probably not toward I-75. I-75 is clogged up, and this traffic's making its way all the way to the border of Georgia, and people have already reached the Atlanta Metro. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep going and beat the outer bands of this storm. This is Derek Chamblee broadcasting from Chamblee, Atlanta. It's winding up on 12:30. It's Friday, September 8th, 2017. CYRADYO, Cyber Citizen Network. Thank you very much.